Hey, Kieran Crowley, new agent here at Weichert Realtors. Welcome.
Thank you.
What's going on, Kieran?
Not much. Excited to be here.
Is that one of the reasons you got into the real estate business? I mean, there's never the same day in real estate.
Yeah, exactly. And I like it's a career based on opportunity. So like you get as much as you put into it. And when I started learning even more and more about what real estate really was, because I mean, when you're younger, you just think real estate is they buy and sell houses, but there's a lot more behind it, and there's a lot more education too. So that was what I was really looking forward to.
There's never the same day twice. It really isn't. And just it's a cool industry to be in. It's something that we're thrilled we're in. But there's some challenges with it too, especially now. But it sounds like we're all up for the challenge.
You know what, though? Everything's a challenge. Your friends that have normal jobs, if you want to call it that, how many of them come home and they tell you how easy their day job is?
Yeah, no one.
It's hard. It's easy, yeah. I mean, everything's hard. Nothing's easy anymore. There's no such thing as like, oh, you just get a job at a bank, you can sit at a desk and, punch some buttons. The computers removed all those jobs, so they're all hard. They all require staying late. They all require some weekends. And real estate, you do all that too, but at least you're doing it for yourself. You're making the money for the effort you're putting into it.
So what do you got planned for the next month or so?
Try and get a listing and round up some potential buyers, sellers.
There's a lot of buyers out there, and there's certain things we can do to get our buyers' offers accepted that a lot of agents are just lazy or just don't know what to do. So
one of the questions I would ask if I was a buyer right now, I'd moved to Nebraska and I was going to go try to buy a house. I'd ask agents, how many houses have you sold in the last 12 months as a buyer's agent? Because the vast majority of agents have been really, really lazy, and they haven't. Either they're getting listings or they just sit around.
I would love to ask, the last deal, the last offer you sent over with your last customer, can you black out all the names and the prices and send the package that you sent out?
Yeah, it was a typed up nice and neat and looking good. And that's what I think you have, Kieran, an advantage here. When you get that offer, it's not, I don't even know if this will get accepted. You're not carrying the strangeness of the market over the last 3 years. You're just dealing with right now, and it's going to be exciting to have that new offer. No agent is going to work as hard with a new buyer than you. Make sure all your friends and family know how excited you are to do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
One of the big things that we're seeing as listing agents and just houses for sale is you have all these buyers, lots of offers because of the market, right? You have very high buyer demand, very low inventory. So these listings, these sellers are getting a tremendous amount of offers. They accept one, and then all of a sudden, buyer's remorse, the buyer backs out. Then they accept another, and then potentially a buyer backs out. So as a buyer's agent, if you could really stress how motivated and how much that buyer loves that house, and how if the seller gives the opportunity of accepting their offer, they're going to move forward swiftly, and it's going to be a smooth transaction, and here's all the documentation showing that it's going to be an easy mortgage and an easy transaction. A listing agent that's been around for a while and seen those deals fall apart, they're absolutely going to show a little favoritism towards that sort of buyer compared to maybe another one with similar price, similar terms.
Yeah, and it's kind of like what we were saying at the open house that we did, where when the seller puts the for sale sign out on their lawn, they want it to be the sold sign.
Yep.
No one wants it to sit on the market because they've already gone back and forth about whether they want to sell or not. And the decision to sell was made when they listed it, which was like they want it out. They want it gone in most cases.
Yeah, that's it, right? You by the time you decide to buy a guitar, you buy it. There's no thinking about it some more.
Yeah.
Like you already did that.
You
so
just
now
want
at
to
that
take
point,
it home.
You want to take it home.
Yeah.
Kieran, thanks for stopping in here for a couple minutes.
Thank you for having me.